Let's talk about the number one mistake that athletes with hip impingement make in their training. And I'm actually demonstrating probably the number one thing that they do, which is forcing themselves to keep doing deep back squats when their hips aren't ready for it. And the principle basically is they're not modifying their training when they need to. So athletes are really attached to the back squat, the king of all lower body exercises, but their hip doesn't have symmetrical range of motion with the other hip, and it doesn't have full range of motion. So they're putting fitness on top of dysfunction, which is a recipe for disaster. So if you don't have to back squat, doesn't mean you don't have to lift, it just means you have to modify your training. So can you goblet squat with a dumbbell? Can you front squat with a barbell? Can you do Romanian deadlifts, rack pulls, trap bar deadlifts, single leg RDLs, stiff leg deadlifts with a shallower range? Can you do a back squat to a high box where you don't compensate or run into hip impingement? Can you do lunging variations? That's just the beginning. Those are all safer variations than full depth rock bottom back squats on top of asymmetrical hips. So the principle that I want you to take away from this video is, if you know that you are asymmetrical in your hip and ankle range of motion, or you have hip impingement or FAI, modify your training. Set your ego aside. You don't have to drop in to a rock bottom snatch or clean and jerk or heavy back squats when you're just doing damage to your body. Modify your training. If you don't know exactly what to do, look for a qualified coach. Shoot me an email. I'd be happy to help you. But the principle is, set your ego aside, modify your training, stay safe, and have a long athletic career rather than a short one. So do that.
Yeah, be cool,